This is a live look at the Swamp, Van Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Picks up the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Jones to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer. And Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason.
I'm going to take that nigga knee up.
Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw it again. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen.
Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. To the air, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Working the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a give to Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And Steve's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll start this drive from the 42. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you can tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to adjust the pattern. Rides to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Jones wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got it inside the 10. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rush is on him. Buried before he can blink.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback keeps it. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback fool you for a whole length of the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jones to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. In this,
finding some room. Touchdown, Florida! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give on the option. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. He wants to take the top off. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Bryant. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He might want another play. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked up. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The kick is on its way. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Here's a little room there. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at New Mexico State taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Aggies with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mateer. Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. Here he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
That's reeled in. It's Singleton. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Gets the back moving. Jones wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch with this.
Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't bite. They were there to make a negative play and now set up 4th down.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs. Goes and gets it. Great job. Great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.